going on, you guys? My name is Rich and I am Steel One, and today is another weekly What's Up. Boy, I hope you guys are having a great week. Mine's been pretty good. I've been keeping busy. The leaves are falling. It's killing me slowly. One thing I learned last year during fall when the leaves are falling, they have this equipment. It kind of looks like a push lawnmower. It's called a billy goat, and it sucks. It's like a big vacuum, and it sucks up all the leaves and stuff. And that's been helping me out, but they don't let me have one. They only let you borrow it. So they took it away from me today, so I'm kind of sad. I love that. I would use it all year round, but they don't believe me, and so they don't give me one. So whatever. So tomorrow I'll be raking leaves and picking them up, and by the end of the day it'll look like I'd done nothing. So anyway, also I haven't really mentioned this before, but I have sciatica, and I haven't had a flare-up, or it hasn't really been acting up for the last 2 years, and it started this week. It hurts. I have one of those inversion tables. I keep it at work, and I try to hang on that. I've only been doing it like once a day. I probably should do it more than once a day. Just trying to find the time. That seems to help, but it is killing me, you know. So pray for me that it goes away soon. But yeah, so last weekend, I have a story for you guys. I have a really good story. George and I went out to film, but I think I'm gonna hold off on telling you the story just yet. It's a good story. This weekend, so last weekend I put out the video of me and George going to that Oddities and Curiosities Expo, and Rachel and I going to the Halloween store. That was a pretty cool video, I thought. It turned out alright, mixing the two together. You got to see me with George and with Rachel, so that was cool. That expo, I said it in the video, it really isn't my thing, and I know it wasn't a lot of your guys' things either, but it was an experience. But I definitely will take Rachel there next year, because she's absolutely in love with everything that she saw. So, and you didn't get to see everything, Rachel. So anyway, I don't know if you guys noticed, but look how clean my hat is, right? It's because when I got my hat, I got it at the Metallica concert here in Colorado a couple years ago. Or it was a year ago, year and a half ago. I went with my friend, and he bought the exact same hat, and he gave me his, since this is kind of my thing, you know. So here I wanted to show you the comparison. I don't know if I could pick up on camera, but this is my hat, this was his hat. Yeah, big difference. Yeah. So I will be wearing this when I'm exploring and sweating like crazy and getting dirty, and I'll be wearing this other times, like for my weekly What's Up. So thanks again. I appreciate it. I love it. So I also got, so this next weekend I might be filming something. I'm not sure yet. It's gonna be pretty cool. If it isn't this weekend, it'll be soon. But let me put it this way: we know a medium and she's gonna go with us to this haunted house, and she'll probably be kind of a regular on my videos when I'm with Rachel. I'm not all the time, but so that'll be cool. Look forward to that. I actually got some fan mail, and I am so excited. Did I say fan? I mean fam mail. The first one is a postcard. And it's from Susan Allison. It says, "I love your channel. I watch it all of the time. Keep up the great work." Isn't that awesome? Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate it. You made my day. I'm tearing up a little bit. Man, just little things like that just can lift your spirits, you know. A simple text to an old friend, or anything just can lift your spirits. I do that to Omar once in a while, or Melissa, just to say hey and just let them know I'm thinking about them. And I know that probably doesn't, to me it probably doesn't feel like a whole lot, but it might, you know, maybe they're having a bad day and I've lifted their spirits. So just a simple hey, thinking about you, praying about you. Yeah, it's always good, and you know, this type of stuff really lifts my spirits. I got two more. Yeah, this one is from Cindy Ross Kruger. I've gotten stuff from her before. I think she sent me that haunted book, so I'm looking forward to this. It's a card. When mountains seem unreachable and times most difficult, remember the Lord is with you, and He will surely hold you up and strengthen you. Holy mackerel, she wrote a whole lot of stuff. Here's the card. And she wrote a bunch of stuff, and I will not read all of it on here. Looks like some Bible verses. Maybe I'll read some of this at the end, some of the Bible verses. She says, "Please remember there's someone praying for you. You will get through this. Just give it to the Lord. And He will see you through. We all have our heights, but sorry, it's in cursive. I'm horrible at reading cursive. But they last a while, but all fall. With the Lord's help, He will pick you up. Don't give up. Just keep on fighting. It will get better. Your fam, Cindy." Oh, Cindy, I'm gonna cry. And I love all these Bible verses. I can't wait to read them all. This is amazing. This almost looks like it was written by a couple different people. Like a different handwriting, I think. I love it. I love it, and we'll go back to this here towards the end and maybe read some of the verses that they wrote on there. And then the next one, I can't tell you the name. This is the fam who donated money to George so he can get a new camera. She's like one of my best fams. She's so awesome. And yeah, let's see what's in here. The letter. Holy mackerel. Okay. It says, Rich, I apologize for taking so long to get this to you. I'm old and slow. Hey, I understand. I understand. I still haven't sent out when I had that contest for the Jack pop figure. I have no excuse other than I'm slow and lazy, and I also am giving a shirt to Nez Lover. I'm sorry, Nez. I got a box for it. I gotta get to it. I'm sorry, guys. I will definitely send those things out to you. I haven't forgotten, and I'm not going to, and I will definitely get them out. It's just gonna be like super late, but sorry. Okay, let's read the rest of this. I can't wait to see how your homeless ministry goes. I'm sure it will be super. Take care. God bless you, Rachel and George, always. Hugs and love. Oh, I love you. She gave me some money. You didn't have to do that. Okay, so since she brought it up, so if you guys didn't know, if you're new to my channel, I was raising some money to help the homeless. My merch, which is down below, 100% of the money for the merch will go towards buying, well, I was going to buy shoes and socks for the homeless, but I'm changing it. I'm still going to get socks, but I'm going to buy other things too, so like toiletries and stuff like that. I'm also going to I have a lot of clothes that I don't wear, and my mom, I have to get them to my mom. I have a teeny little washer machine, little stackable, and she's gonna wash. She's got a big washer machine. She can wash them super fast. I just got to get through them all and pack them up and give them to her so she can wash them. We're gonna give those away. My mom has a lot of clothes that she's gonna give away. Plus, she had a friend donate a bunch of like brand new shirts that are still in the package that were like from some store or something that closed down. So that's gonna go with them. Rachel's got some clothes that she's gonna give me. I think George has some clothes that he's gonna give me. So we've got a lot of stuff. I've got a ton of coats that I'm gonna bring with me that I don't wear anymore. And they're great coats, perfectly good. And so the problem is I gotta get off my lazy butt and get this ball rolling, because I plan on doing it around this time, and I haven't done anything. But I still plan on doing it. My mom has been pushing me, getting on me about it. We want to try to find a place that will allow us to hand this stuff out, you know. I don't want to just take it somewhere and go, here you go. I want to actually see the people who are going to be taking it. I want to give it to them. I do want to film it. And my original plan was too, I was going to wash feet too, but I don't know if we're going to do that now because it's so cold, but we'll see on the day whenever we get around to it. But I will definitely keep you guys updated. I definitely plan on doing it. I just had an anonymous donor donate like $500 plus my fam here sent some money, so probably have around just under $1,000, probably $900 to spend on the homeless. So I'm excited about that. It's just, it's a little overwhelming. I gotta tell you, I think I bit off a little more than I can chew, but I'm definitely gonna complete it. I'm not gonna give up on it. I'm gonna get it done. I said I was gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and we need to do it soon. You know, with the temperatures dropping and whatever, I'd like to get some of these socks. I want to get some warm socks and toiletries and coats and all these things to them so they can use it this winter. So But I will keep you guys updated for sure, for sure. And again, thank you to the fam. I know who, you know who it is. Thank you so much. You've just been so generous to me and George. And you so didn't have to do that. You so didn't. And I appreciate it so much. So all the fan mail that I got, I just want to thank you guys. You've lifted my spirits. You've given me a new jolt in the butt. So I'm just gonna keep pushing along, and I guess that comes back to what I was gonna talk about. Now that I've gotten this, I don't know if I want to talk about it. I don't know if this is gonna happen. It might happen, so beware. I might be taking a break soon, not because I want to, because I kind of have to, because I am running out of videos and I'm running out of places to go. And yes, I got Tim and John coming here this next month, so hopefully we can bust out a handful of bangers while they're here. I don't know what we're doing because they haven't reached out to me or talked to me about it. They have talked to George a little bit, but they haven't talked to me, so I don't really know. Again, there is a rumor that James is coming back. He wants to come back when it's snowing, which I don't understand that. But hey, it's James. I love him and miss him. I can't wait to see him if he comes, and I'll believe it when I see it. But I don't know what he wants to do. I don't know. There's talk of skiing. I don't know if that's real or not. I don't know. But anyway, so I guess I'll get on with my story. So this weekend, I know I've been talking about it for a couple weeks now, if maybe longer. We had the super top secret place that George and I were gonna go. We went Saturday night. This place is super dangerous, super sketchy, and a very high risk of getting arrested. So it was the Titan missile base. It's an underground missile base. Now let me start from the beginning. I got the location from a friend of a friend, and Rocky, stop. Hey. Anyway, so George and I decided to go and do this. This was going to be our most epic video yet. I mean, this was going to be better than any abandoned hospital or anything. And this is one of the places we wanted to take James and Omar when they come back. But I don't think we're going to be doing that. So here's why. So George and I headed out. I looked at it on Google Maps, and I was told that there was no good parking places there, like because it's out in the middle of nowhere, and it throws up a big red flag that somebody is exploring it. And so but that wasn't an option, or they said to have someone drop you off. Well, that wasn't an option for us, and you know, being so far out there, we couldn't even like take an Uber or a Lyft or anything, because then what if we couldn't get someone to pick us up? So I looked on Google Maps, and there was a main road and then an off-road that leads to the missile base, and there's houses spread out up going towards it. So I decided that let's park on the main road down a little ways from the road to the missile base and have it facing the opposite direction. My thought on it was that that if a cop happened to see the car, and they may think, oh, they ran out of gas or something, or broke down or whatever. It wasn't like in an obvious spot. So we did that, and I made sure George was wearing good clothes, because you know sometimes George wears like sweats and like sandals and stuff. I don't know. But he was wearing jeans and boots and dark clothing, which was perfect because we decided to go at night, and to be on the cover of Night. Before we left, I was kind of praying that the moon would be kind of a bright, not too bright, but bright enough to where we could see. Be careful what you pray for, because that moon was super bright, and we probably look ridiculous if someone saw us, because we're all crouched down, being all sneaky, and when cars would come, we'd dive into the ditch and like lay down, and yeah. So we walked all the way up there, and it's in this huge crater, the entrance. So we had to climb down this crater, and we got to the entrance, and the owner of the property has fortified it, like added more bars to it. I'll show you a picture. In fact, I filmed the entryway, and I'll show that right here. As you can see, there's bars running across, and it looks, before he added more bars, there was, you know, a pretty good open gap where you could just walk, you know, pretty much walk right in, you know, step over and get in. As you can see in the video, if it hasn't already showed it, there on each side, looks like people were crawling underneath the bars. Well, I tried on the left side to get underneath, and I couldn't fit. I got up to my like chest, and as far as I could go. And then the other side, there was a bar underneath the dirt where I tried, and that bar ran all the way across the bottom, and people were crawling under. It looked like people had crawled underneath that bar. So that might have been a possibility, but you can see in the video that there was a mud puddle. Now, you're all saying, oh, come on, be savage and just go. Well, I agree. Both George and I were willing to get muddy and wet to get in. But here's the thing. There's no guarantee that we would have gotten through. And so if we couldn't get in, we would have been all muddy and wet for nothing. And it wasn't worth it to either of us. So unfortunately, it's a no-go. Both George and I were super disappointed. And so anyway, so we started heading back, and we got to one of the first houses. Well, getting to it, it was still just a little distance away, and all of a sudden that guy came out with a flashlight, and George and I just dropped to the ground. And sorry, my camera only records for like 30 minutes or something like that, so I better get going, started here. So anyway, we dropped to the ground, and we kind of like lay there for a little while, and then we got up, and there was no light or anything, and so we went farther out into this field, and we could see the entrance to the road from the main road, and it looked to me like there was cars parked blocking the entryway. To me, it looked like it was maybe like 4 cops. And George was like, I don't know, I don't think so. I think it's like a trailer or something. I'm like, no way. That first set of lights is tail lights. The second set of lights is headlights. The third set of lights is tail lights, and the fourth one was headlights. That's what it looked like to me. And so we were hiding in this bush, And man, I felt like a teenager again, you know, sneaking around and being mischievous or whatever. Anyway, so I was freaking out. I'm like, man, all these thoughts coming to my head. I'm like, I bet you someone saw us and they called the cops, and instead of trying to chase us out of the missile base, they're just waiting for us, because that was like the way out. I mean, we might have been able to go around this field, and I don't know. Anyway, so we sat there for a little while, and you could hear like it was a trailer. You could hear like they were loading something up on a trailer, you know, that metal sound, you know. And I'm like, yeah, I think you're right, George. I think it's a trailer. So we started walking towards it a little bit, sneakily, and all of a sudden it looked like they were heading towards us. Like they're driving towards us, the headlights were right towards us, and we both ran back to the bush and hid, and apparently they were just turning around, and then they left. There was two semi-trailers there, so. And then the weirdest thing, and George even said this, he goes, Rich, I'm confused. And I'm like, why? And he's like, how did we get to the car so fast? And I'm like, I don't know. It was weird. It was as if I mean, because we even were hanging out to wait for that trailer to go. You know, there was so much time there, but we still felt like we got to the car super fast. We didn't see half the things we saw on the way up. We went the same exact way. We were on the same side of the road. I don't know what happened. It's weird. We didn't. There was like this tire. We never saw it on the way back. There was this gate with this fence. I don't know. It's like the entryway to the missile base type of thing. I don't know, but it wasn't. We never saw it. We never saw a lot of things. It was weird how quickly we got back to the car. So I don't know. Maybe some aliens picked us up and wiped our memory, or I don't know. Anyway, so we got back to the car, totally bummed out. This would have been the most epic video we've ever done, and the best place we'd ever explored, and it didn't happen. It sucks. We were both very sad, and like I said, it was going to be one of the big one. We were going to take James and Omar, and it's not going to happen now unless they want to try to squeeze underneath the bars. I don't know, but we probably won't go back. Anyway, guys, I better end this, because if my camera already stopped at 30 minutes. Anyway, let's read some of the scripture that Cindy sent me. I am so excited. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. So very true. It's so easy to get caught up in your own mind and your own thinking and the world's thinking, the way that the world has taught you and exposed you to, you know. But you got to understand on His understanding. Be positive, true, prayerful. God will carry you through. So very true. Thank you for all the videos. Enjoy them very much. See, I think this was by more than one person. This is great. I love it. Let your conversion be without consciousness, and be content with such things as ye have, for He hath said, I will never leave thee or forsake thee. They must be reading out of the King James. Oh yeah, it even says KJ. Get all the these in them. Yes, definitely. Thank you. A certain uncertain future. Wisely enough, God does not let us skip ahead in the story of our lives, but rather lead us page by page to its to its understandable conclusion in Him. And so as each of us faces an uncertain future, we can trust in God's promise as expressed by Jeremiah 7. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Bolts. So it must be another fam. I love this. I love this so much. Let's keep reading. Call unto me, and I will give, call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. Jeremiah 33:3. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I love it. I love this so much, man. I love it so much. I will cherish this, and every time I start feeling down, I'm gonna pick this up and read it. I love it. Anyway, guys, I better let you go. This is probably gonna be a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. So, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, a great weekend, and a great next week. And I will see you then. I love you guys. Peace.